All right, Suraj, how you doing, man? So, today we've got your 5 things. Number 1, your hamstring heel drives. I want you doing this. Glute bridges, tuck. Lateral shoulder rotation, span the shoulder. And then scapula together here. So these kind of, you can see how these kind of pair together. You go out, and then out and in. You're really pushing that chest out. And then see how your head kind of goes backwards. So it kind of forces it to. So this is the way to train your posterior train. So at the gym, a lot of times they have like Nordic hamstring curls or something along those lines where you're here, you're leaning, and then you squeeze this to come back. You lean, you squeeze to come back. And think of like a back extensions as well. Now you can do this with an ab roller. You kind of walk your way down and you're like pulling that back up. So that's kind of the thing. Big thing for you, the main one, is going to be the standing lunge with the pec stretch. So you're going to be here, maybe right here. You're going to squeeze your butt forward, that hip tuck. You should, and then you're going to lean back. And you should feel a stretch here. Take your hand, put it on the wall, get a stretch here, and across your right chest now. Now you're going to take your hand with a cable. I don't have a cable right now, but you're going to take this, you're going to start, you're going to supinate, lateral rotate, and then scapular retraction. So here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And by doing that, you're going to stretch your chest, you're going to stretch your hips, and also your front foot, you're going to pull. You're going to activate that hamstring. So you're activating this motion while you're twisting. So see how like I'm pulling, I'm not leaning my whole body. I'm here and I'm square, I'm pulling with my hamstrings like a bicep curl, curling this way, but I'm moving this way. Same idea as a bicep. You're pulling, and pulling. And then this one alone should solve 80% of what you've got going on, because it's a simple muscular imbalance. You're weak here, you're strong here, you're weak here, and you're weak here, but you're strong here. And all the thing is going to be that low ab, the one that's going to be pulling here. So there's a key factor. So the glute drive is not a hip thrust, right? It's not forward, backward. It's a tuck where your belly button is almost like pulling backward. And this is how you're going to actually get your hamstring to properly contract, because your hamstring attaches down here to, your tibia and all the way up here to your ischial tuberosity. So by going from here to here, I've lowered this by about 1 inch, therefore taking your muscle that was too long and bringing him together, allowing him to contract properly. So if you're going to do your hamstrings, if you like your hamstring curls or whatever, you want to make sure you're tucking and then doing hamstring curls. I see it won't go as far because I've actually shortened the muscle. But for you, you need that muscle to stay short because right now your hamstring is too long. I think this is making sense. If you have questions on it, let me know. But just to recap, your main concerns are tight up here. You've still got like that little tightness there that you kind of like strained. So the other thing you can do is you can do what's called micro contractions. So because that muscle is a diagonal, one right here, you kind of take your head and you're kind of like going into it. And you want to kind of feel what angle it is that kind of triggers it a little bit. And once you find it, that's how you know that's the one. And then you're basically just saying, okay, can I trigger it and then elongate it and trigger it and elongate it? So as you've got this wound here that kind of built a weird cemented muscle knot around it, we're saying how can we like contract and length, contract and length, contract and length, And then when you come see me on Monday, I'm going to be able to kind of smooth it out more effectively and make sure that it's actually working for your optimal function, and that way it won't piss you off again. Big factor is stop training chest. Your chest is too strong right now, just like mine used to be. That's how I hurt my clavicle. You're over here training bench, training these flies, these cables. The cables kind of put you here. So if you train here, shoulder will stay here. And what happens is that your coracoid process attaches to your pec minor and pulls you here. And then here. So you got this going on, this gorilla-esque motion. So that's why we're practicing rotate here, here, changes the whole clavicle structure. And all of that is what we're doing for you. We're going from here to here using the weights. Doing the weights. So I would grab some cables here and pull this way. And you're gonna be weak. You're gonna be weak here. And then you can take them and go this way. I would do one at a time, because I think doing them both together, you're not gonna get as much range of motion as you can going here. You can get a little bit more twist in it, and you should be doing this with the breath. Every exercise you do, I want you doing the only moving on the exhale. So in that motion. Same thing when you're up here doing your stretches. And remember, the core factors here is the hamstring bend, the wrist out, and elbow in with the shoulder blade. And those three, you're good to go. I'll see you Monday.